Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. Last episode we caught a Gulpin, we got our second gym badge, and we stopped Team Aqua, kind of. I don't remember, I didn't really talk to anyone in the museum, but they probably stole some stuff, but I stopped them from stealing the top floor. But we got a new route to travel through. This one sucks. I absolutely just hate this route, because a lot of the Pokemon you fight against in here can status your Pokemon either through paralysis, which is the most common way, and I think a couple use toxic or something like that, or can poison you, but it's usually just paralysis, and paralysis not only makes you slower than the opponent, it will also give you like a 50% chance of not attacking. So Thunder Wave here, that will be a pain in the behind. Luckily I do hit the Bullet Seed, even though it's not going to do any damage at all, because Shroomish is weak. Alright. Like, I used to think Shroomish was cool, and now I'm just playing this playthrough, and I'm like, wow, Shroomish is weak as hell. Like, the last time I played this game, or like the last playthrough I did, like, Shroomish was like the MVP. But it doesn't look like that anymore. Yeah, and then the paralysis, oh boy. Luckily I did the Leech Seed because that'll be doing more damage every turn, especially considering paralysis. And then you stack that up with the Mega Drain. Maybe this will be a quicker battle than anticipated. After the first turn, especially. Oh yeah, and also, some of the trainers in this stupid route give Oran Berries to their Pokemon, which will give them an extra 10 HP back. And that's annoying because, you know, early game, Pokemon have low HP, so then the Oran Berry will be really useful for them. But, you know, we almost got this dumb Plusle out of here. I don't think the Leech Seed will kill it. It might. No, it's still got like 5 HP. Luckily a Tackle or the next Leech Seed will do the job. And that's it. Plusle is down. She better not have a Minun. Otherwise. Oh, okay, so now Hydreigon has Sludge, which is a poison type move, so that will have a stab boost for Hydreigon. But yeah, we're just gonna bring out Combuskin for this next one because, you know, the Shroomish battle was just slow. So yeah, Minun. So these are supposed to be like Pikachu clones. I don't remember exactly how it goes. I think Plusle is more common in Sapphire and Minun is more common in Ruby. But there still is a small chance that you'll find the other one in the game still, so they're not entirely exclusive. But yeah, I mean their tail is a plus or a minus sign, and then their cheeks also have the plus or minus sign on them. It's weird, like these Pokemon were supposed to be like a pairing or something, and like you could play as them in Super Smash Bros. Brawl or something. Like that was a scrapped character or something. And I'm interested in that, but at the same time, I'm really glad that they didn't do it. Because, I mean, Pokemon Trainer kind of sucked as a character. Even though, like, Squirtle's cool, Ivysaur is okay, Charizard's okay. And then, but Charizard's probably like, the best to use, because it can actually do good in Smash Bros. And then they scrapped my boy Squirtle in Super Smash Bros. 4. And I don't really care about Ivysaur, like I said, but yeah. Here's a new Pokemon, Roselia. It doesn't evolve at all in this game. In the next Pokemon games, Diamond and Pearl, it does get an evolve form and a pre-evolution, just for the hell of it. Because Pokemon is going into their baby phase. Well, I mean, the Nintendo DS also had like just like a baby phase, I guess, because with the Yoshi Island games, so I mean, there's just Baby Mario and Baby Luigi and maybe Baby Peach. I don't remember exactly, but then they had like Baby Wario and Baby Donkey Kong in the next game, and oh yeah, also the Mario and Luigi game, they had Baby Mario and Baby Luigi in it, and Baby Peach as a supporting character probably. I don't really play either of those game series. I tried Yoshi's Island DS, it was okay. It's just, I don't know, like the game makes it really impossible to like beat a level like 100% because there's like 20 coins that you're supposed to collect in each level, but Apparently there's like a slight design change with how the coins look, but I, for the hell of it, could not tell what that difference is. Like, apparently they have a red tint to them, but I can't see it, okay? I returned the game. I didn't even beat it. I got to like the last world, but I don't think there was an impossible level, but I just didn't want to play the game anymore. And now both of my Pokemon are paralyzed by the stupid Plusles and Minons of the world. And they're both at like another hit and will kill them range, but I just gotta get to that hit. And stupid quick attacks and growls and everything. Yeah, Chanticleer is paralyzed. Hygel's paralyzed. I'll just go kill myself. Oh, you know what? These are female trainers, and they also have boy Pokemon. Interesting. Is that Game Freak trying to show their political views on this game? Ugh. I don't know. I never noticed that, because it's just a detail I didn't care about back then. And then in the newer games, it's like, oh man, wow. Even like in the anime, it's just like, oh yeah, most of the girl trainers have girl Pokemon. Like, Ash doesn't have a single girl Pokemon. What the hell? I haven't been watching the newer Pokemon anime because Gen 5 anime was just so cringy and boring for me. Like Iris and Silent or whatever his name was, they were just such unlikable characters. Like Brock was the shit, and then they got rid of him. And I mean, the girl characters, they were always like replaceable. They were all the same character archetype pretty much, but just like girl with a bit of an edge. I mean, Dawn was a bit more girly, but I don't know, like the Pokemon contest things were cool to watch, even though that's some sissy shit. But you get the point. I like Pokemon anime before, and then now it's kind of cringy. I don't know. I didn't really watch the Gen 2 anime because that never came on TV. But sometimes when I'd be at my grandma's house at like 4:30 or 5 or something on the Boomerang channel, they had a Gen 2 Pokemon episode on, and yeah, Cassidy and Bitch. Ha! Get it because his name is Butch, and the running gag is that they never say his name is Butch, except for Butch does. And this stupid Skitty is just giving my team some trouble. Like, boy. Just killed my little gulp, and then put my Luingus to sleep. No, you don't get to do that. Also, it's a boy trainer with a girl Pokemon. Sinner. Okay. But yeah, Skitty is a cool Pokemon, even though it sucks dingus in this game. But, I mean, it's very uncommon to find. It's available in the route to the right of Rustboro Town. And, oh, you know, that's why it has Attract, too. Or that's why it's a female, it's because it has Attract. And, I mean, first of all, a guy using Attract, like, whoa, but also, I mean, they think that most people will use their starter in battle, and the starter has a higher % chance of being a boy. I don't think that they intentionally, like, oh yeah, that will get them, but just a neat little, I don't know, we'll just make it slightly harder. But I got one more battle here. Actually, I got 2 more battles, but, you know, we got Fisherman. Gah, my fishing line's all snarled up. He is angry. If we go to the left of that water area, we are back to Route 103, which is just about where our house is at. But Fisherman Andrew has a Magikarp at level 5. Son of a bitch, Andrew. Oh boy. But we got 21 experience. That's pretty nice. Brings out Tentacle. I'm not gonna beat that at all anytime soon because Tentacle has high special defense. And it is neutral to shitty ass Luingus's Mega Drain and Bullet Seed. I'm not even gonna use Bullet Seed. What a lame attack. Like, Bullet Seed is just a shitty attack in this game for Shroomish. But now we're gonna... Oh, we lose the confusion. Breakthrough Paralysis. And one-hit KO with a peck, even though, I mean, it was level 10 and we are level 20. And we are number 1. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the Shroomish and just kill the Magikarp. It's level 15 this time. Still useless. 5 more levels, buddy. And then a single... Oh, no, 2 double kicks will do the job. So, yeah. Fisherman Andrew says, God, lost it. Now he's annoyed now. Boy. Okay. But there is one more trainer I want to go against right now. We're going to put Combuskin in the lead because I just remembered what one of the guy's Pokemon is. It's an Aeron, so it is super weak to nice and powerful double kick. And what's your name, Mr. Aeron trainer? Timmy! Yeah, he's got a Puchiana. Puchhyena. Ooh. Yeah, double kick will do the job. And of course he uses the sand attack. Not a fan of the sand attack, but we do get the double kick to go through. Or as commentators would say, it connects. The double kick connected. Oh. Yeah, here's the Aeron. That will die to 1 double kick, unless it has Sturdy, but I don't think any of them have Sturdy, which is weird. Or in-game, I should say. Goes for the Metal Claw, does not get an attack boost. I am paralyzed. Goes for the Mud Slap, which will decrease my speed. But, sorry, my accuracy. So now my accuracy is double down. Still get the double kick to connect, though. That's just how awesome Chanticleer is. Get that nice level 21. Trying to learn Sand Attack, but, you know, we ain't bitches around here, so we are not learning Sand Attack. It's an in-game team. And now he sends out the Electric. I have lost my accuracy twice now, and I still decide to stay in because Shroomish, I don't know. But I missed the double kick, so, you know, that sucks. Okay, gets crit by the tackle, and now I'm paralyzed this turn. What could possibly make this battle get any worse? He goes for the Howl and gets the attack boost, and I miss another double kick. Why am I still staying in? I have -2 accuracy. Now he lowers my defense after boosting his attack, therefore he's technically at +2 attack. Goes for a leer, now he's at +3. What could happen now? You better not miss this double kick. Gets paralyzed. Man. Does another leer. I am going to get O-code by this next attack if I cannot connect the double kick, which I don't. And it goes for tackle, and it only does 7. What the fuck? Why did I only do 7? Oh yeah, because tackle isn't physical. What a waste of a battle. You can't have leer and howl and then just, you know, not have the attack to go with it. I mean, Spark, which is like the other move it learns early on, that's not physical either, but I don't know. But we're gonna heal up our Pokemon, and yeah, just gonna heal them up. There is a building just above us that I will be traveling to. It is pretty cool. It's called the Trick House, I think. And I think like after you beat each badge or each other gym or whatever, the house can like get a new form that you can travel through. It's like a cool dungeon thing. I thought it was really fun like the first times I played the game, but now it's just like whatever. But yeah, then the guy will be hidden in the building or in the room. And you gotta find him. Like the first couple times, he'll make a little light shine onto the screen, so then you just have to like talk to the light. And then he'll be like, damn, you found me. But later on, he doesn't have that light show up, so then you just have to start clicking the A button everywhere. And yeah. So this room we can't go through, well, this puzzle, I guess, we can't do it all unless we have Cut. This will literally be the only time I use Cut in this entire playthrough. And there's a couple trainers we can go against, and then some items you can collect, but a lot of the items you do get suck. I mean, it's like mail, usually. But after you beat him, or you beat the dungeon, then the guy will give you a free item. So this time I'll get a rare candy, and that makes it all worth it for me, I think. Yep, sorry I had to stop there for a moment. But I skipped that Pokeball there because I thought that was the direction the scroll would be, but it's actually, I think, the mail items that I was talking about. And not like men mail, but you know, like mail that you get in the mailbox. And I don't want that item, so we'll go around it. And then we got like 2 more trainers to fight here. And this guy blocking the scroll. I always thought this, I didn't know what a scroll was back in the day. So I thought it was a typewriter that had like a piece of paper in it. And I thought that's what the scroll was. Like the paper in the typewriter. And then, you know, I played Neopets, and once you get to the desert area, and they got scrolls everywhere, and then the scrolls, like the paper that you roll up in 2 different directions, and then you can unravel both directions. Like, I don't understand that, but I guess it's like pretty edgy and cool, and the Egyptians and all those people thought the same thing. But youngster Eddie has some Zigzagoons, or Zigzagoons, I don't know. Not call it Zigzagoon. But he's the goon. See, it's a raccoon, but with zigzags. You get it? And, gonna get amnesia. Well, I'm not learning amnesia. I considered it for a while, but amnesia will boost my special defense by 2. And that's it. Otherwise, I mean, it's a pretty good attack, but I don't really need it. Even though I'm not going to use it at all. That's the thing. Like, it's a good move. I'm not using it at all. I want to get damage instead of living another turn. Because using amnesia in-game, it's like, okay, that same turn, you could have done another attack. And like you'll take the same amount of damage in 2 turns as it took to get that amnesia. But it depends on if they're going to use an attack or a status move. So technically speaking, it's good. But, I mean, in the end game, it's useless unless, you know, you IV and EV train your Pokemon. But it's in game. Like, don't IV train your Pokemon, or like. And then, I mean, you can't really IV train them, but you can just keep catching Pokemon until you get one with like a high stat, and then just ditch the other ones. But we got this Meryl here. I'm gonna get some more experience with my Luwingus. Goes for the water gun, does 1 HP of damage. And I go for the bullet seed, which will take it out in probably 2 hits. Yep, 2 hits. So yeah. And then, like, I feel like 87 experience isn't a lot, but it kinda is, but I don't know. 87 just feels very low. Especially since I'm level 19. But then here's Shroomish. I'm finally going to use my Poison-type Pokemon the way they were intended to be used. And that is against a Grass-type Pokemon with no other types to resist poison moves. Does 1 bit of damage, again. I wish I had the Liquid Ooze ability, because... so Gulpin's abilities are Liquid Ooze and Sticky Hold. I have Sticky Hold, which means if I hold an item, I cannot lose that item, which is useless in-game unless they have Knockoff, which no one uses Knockoff in-game. And the move Knockoff, it will just remove your item from your inventory for that battle. And when I was younger, I thought it just meant forever. So I'm like, oh, there goes my experience share. Even though I never bothered checking. But the other ability, Liquid Ooze, means that if a Pokemon uses Absorb or Leech Seed or whatever on you, you'll still take damage, but instead of them healing damage, they lose damage. I don't think it is a percent based, just like Absorb and whatnot. I think it's just like a finite number. I really don't remember. So like, if Absorb did like 10 damage, then you'll heal up 5. I don't know if they'll heal up, or if they lose 5 from my Liquid Ooze, or if they would just lose like 2, like 20% of what they did. But yeah, we have conquered the Trick House, and now we got a very difficult battle for me coming up here. It wasn't difficult this time because, you know, I know how to play Pokemon now. But this battle fucking sucked. Like, I thought Brawly was difficult when I first played against Brawly, but this one also is just a pain in the ass, like, because May has her Mudkip evolved into a Marshtomp, and I only use my Combuskin, so I'm like, how do I beat this with my Combuskin? Oh. But it is possible to beat with just like a Combuskin. I would have to be like at a higher level, like maybe like 24 or 25, but like this battle just sucked for the one time I used Grovyle, or not Grovyle, Trico. So I evolved into a Grovyle, and then, you know, like yada yada yada, that's the only Pokemon I used. And I just couldn't win against May unless I had Grovyle to like level, I don't remember if it's 27 or 29, but one of those two levels it learns Leaf Blade, which isn't strong against a fire type still, but it's still just strong enough to do anything. And Marshall goes for the Bide, and he should be dead by the time he will unleash that attack, otherwise I can just sack the Zigzagoon. Yep, so it did not kill him, and because I'm slower, I got Sack Bandit. But, you know, it'll be worth it. Unleashed Energy. Bam. Okay. Is it physical energy or special energy? I think it's a physical attack, but still. I mean, in the newer games, it's a physical attack. But, you know, we finished the job with a Lingus, because I don't know if May will use a potion or not. Turns out, no potions. Which means that this battle's a lot easier than it should be. I don't know. But, yeah. Make a Drain It to kill. I could have gone for Tackle, you know. But, you know, we don't know about those potions. Yeah, so 306 experience gives me a lot. And Gulpin will get some experience too. If I didn't have the experience share, Lingus would probably be at level 20 now. And now here's a Numel. I don't really have an option for Numel. I could go into Combuskin and just double kick it, but I want to get some experience on the Lingus again. And then that Ember just does 50% about, and then I get burnt too, so that means Ember will be a 2-hit kill. So I go for the Leech Seed. I don't know why. I could have gone for Mega Drain just to live another turn, but I guess I don't really care about the Lingus anymore. And then we'll go into a little Gulp here. Oh yeah, for the experience, man. I get to level 19, hopefully. Got that nice Leech Seed, bring me up to full. And then I don't... Is Numel a ground type yet? I know it's a fire type, but I think... What did I go for? I wasn't watching. Anyways, I get that Leech Seed health back. Oh, I went for Poison Gas to poison it. And then I keep missing because it has like a 45 or 55% chance of hitting. It's like supersonic. So, yeah. But, do I go for it again? Yeah, I go for it again, even though at this point, I think Tackle would be a 2-hit kill, but especially when I include the Leech Seed damage, but I just have to hit it, you know? It's the only time I'm going to use this attack in the entire playthrough, I think. But, you know, Leech Seed damage and Poison damage, like, oh. And I can go for any attack I wanted to if I really wanted to, but Pound will do the job, and I don't take any more damage. Get some nice experience. Yikes, you're better than I expected. Ha! Yeah, I have been training. So we get the item finder, and that will let us find invisible items. So that would be cool and all, but I don't care about the item finder. It took me forever to figure out how to use it. Because like you use it and then it points you in a direction, and then you just have to keep moving around. Then if it points you in the opposite direction, then you know you went too far. So yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to like say like, and they could have put a text box that says go up or go left or go up and left, but yeah, it brings a little bit of a challenge. I think in Pokemon Black and White, I don't remember how they did the item finder, but my sister really liked it, and I don't know why I just remember that detail, but she really liked the item finder in that game. I don't remember how it went at all. I think there was like the 2 rods, and then they just kind of slowly point in the direction you need to go, like the way I described it. Okay, but yeah, Collector Edwin with his Lombre and Nuzleaf, the evolved forms of the exclusive Pokemon from the second route. But yeah, I mean, Nuzleaf just dies to a Sludge, because grass types are weak to poison types. Whoa. And that will do it. Level 19, here we go. Hi, Jello, got 423 experience. Golly. So he wants to complete his collection. I really don't know how battling me accomplishes that, since both Nuzleaf and Lombre require a evolution stone to evolve, but whatever. And then what's this trainer's name? He's got purple hair. Edward. So Edwin and Edward, one after the other. I don't know if they did that intentional, if they were like, the name generator, and they just alphabetized the name generator. That'd be like super lame if there was a Pokemon game, and like at the beginning of the game you just have like Amy, Amanda, Andrew, Anna, and all those names, and then towards the end of the game you're at like, I don't know any names that start with like Z or X or Y. Xander, fucking Yahtzee, I don't know. But we are just about to enter Mauville City. I don't like the name of that, Mauville. I don't know what it's a pun on at all. Like, what is the Mauve part? Or the, I'm sorry, Mauve, because it's a Ville. But, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really know what Rustboro is of either. Other than, like, rust, like, steel, even though it's a stone town. But I'm going to be collecting a bicycle here. Are we at the end of the episode? Hold on. Oh no, I got a couple more minutes. I was thinking if I went through the bike road or not in this episode, but I do. I thought the bike road was a lot longer than how much time I have left, but I think I just go with Combuskin because there's some steel types on the bike road, and Combuskin will just take them out immediately. So I'm gonna equip or register the Acro bike. The options were Acro or Mach. Acro is short for acrobatics, just so you know. But the Mach bike goes super fast, which I don't care for too much. It's kind of hard to control in this game. And then the Acro bike can do hops and whatnot. So there are some locations in the game that are blocked off by an obstacle that requires one of the two bikes. So the Acro bike, those obstacles are like areas where there's like just a gap, so then technically speaking you would hop from one ledge to another using the bike. While the Mach bike, the only obstacles for those I think are like steep hills that just walking up or trying to bike up with an Acro bike will just push you down immediately. But with the Mach bike you can go fast enough, and I guess with enough speed you can climb up all the way. But this Abra's going for Hidden Power. I don't know what type it is, but that is a very weak attack. Even though Hidden Power is especially offensive attack, and Abra is especially offensive. Yes. Especially. Alright. So I don't know why it did only 2 damage, even though it wasn't resisted by me, but there's a couple trainers here. They got their helmets on. I always thought they just like dyed their hair, like red and blue, but it is a helmet. Although, she doesn't have a helmet on. She has like little pigtails going on. But we got a Magnemite here, dies to a double kick or an Ember. I go for the double kick just because why not? Still a one-hit kill. And we're getting some nice experience. Not a lot, but still something good. And we get some free money too. I don't really use the money in the game a whole lot. Like, in the early game, I was always just like, man, I wish I had more money. And then once I get to the late game, it's like, wow, I have a lot of money. Although, when I played Pokemon Y, I wanted to customize my character, and like all the nice clothes are super expensive. So I ended up getting poor, but is it the Battle Restaurant? I don't remember exactly, but there's like, yeah, it's gotta be like the Battle Restaurant, and like you pay to use it, but then you get items that you can sell, and the items aren't worth a whole lot individually, but after you play like the whole round of the Battle Restaurant, then like you get like twice the money back, I think. So then you just keep spamming that until you get like $1 million. And then we got like 2 more trainers, you know, no big deal. But yeah, it's just gonna be like this bike route, and then I'll probably be ending up at the Pokemon Center for the episode. So I might get up another level, but that's really it. That's all I do here today in this episode. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go up a level unless Gulpin will go up to 20, I think. Gulpin's been leveling up very quickly since I got the experience share. Wait, Bicycle Benjamin. I swear there's a different guy named Benjamin in the same area. But, I mean, like, not the bike road, but just like in the next episode, there's like a whole another trail of trainers I can go against. And I swear one of them's name is either Ben or Benjamin, so it's interesting because I don't remember them ever overlapping names in the game, but I guess we'll find out during the next episode. But yeah, we are so close to level 23. We should be getting it after this battle, especially since Jasmine has 2 more Pokemon left. And a single double kick will do the job once again. Very nice. Yeah, level 23. Hey, okay. And then a Voltorb I do swap out into Gulpin just to get a couple bit more experience, even though Shroomish is my lowest level Pokemon at this time and place. But I do recall very vividly that the Voltorb is a very low level, and it's not immune to poison like the Magnemites are, so Sludge will do the job very easily. Oh, she's worried about muscle cramps, hey. And I think that's the last trainer on the bike road. I don't remember. There might be one more that I skipped, but it doesn't matter anymore. And we're going to be going to the Pokemon Center, and that will be it for this episode. So feel free to leave a like as it will help the channel grow, and subscribe to get updates on my uploads as soon as they happen. And I forgot to say, I hope you enjoyed the episode, because it's been half an hour. But yeah, that's going to be it. Next episode, I get to go against another gym leader, and just bulk on my Pokemon quite a bit. So stay tuned for next episode.